as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need? 56.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he stopped immediately there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On 1st and 10, Haskins. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Go ahead.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. 6 man.
Throwing on 1st down. Haskins. Open here is Allison. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Check 24. Check 24. Rotate. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. That's what I do.
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th rounder from Stanford. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
It's one thing to stand him up. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's got some space here. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malcolm Smith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
2nd down, Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football. Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. 2 not to miss to close out Week 6. A big play there for the Niners. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw is Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
21. Here we go.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. This quarterback now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 26 yards on the play there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Geis. And he's got room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Garoppolo. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Check 52.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 52.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go again.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Got a man. That's Allison. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now this throw caught left side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go.
23 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. From midfield now, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Here we go, here we go,
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
11.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Here we go. Ready?
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because The receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on. Stay in situation. Let's go. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
Running to start the drive is Love. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Taking it about the 16. Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And that will come the offense as they take over. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 26.
12, fellas. Here we go. 11. Hey, Alpha.
Now Garoppolo. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
On second down now. It's Coleman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be third down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
Feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Redskins, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.